Good morning, children. We are going to discuss about the microorganism. Before we enter into the lesson, I introduce myself. I am Jayaraman, handling Science 2 department for 9th and 10th standard. Okay, I have the 3 years experience in our school. This is the 4th year. Totally 3 lessons. In that first lesson is the microorganisms. Before enter into the lessons, what are the learning objectives present in the lesson means what are the different type of their microorganisms, viruses, bacteria, fungi, algae and protozoa, and how the each type differentiate on basis of their structure as well as their occurrence. And third one is the role of the microorganism in medicines, agriculture and day to life. And what are the harmful effects of the microorganism? We are suffering the lot because of the coronaviruses. How, what are the problems faced by the peoples due to the COVID-19? This also one type of the microorganism. And relationship between the man and microbes, and what are the effects of prion as well as the viron. Okay, and what is called as a microorganism means it is a very smaller in size, not able to see with the help of our naked eye. With the help of the microscope only it is seen, and study of the microorganism with the help of the microscope, that is called microorganism. What is called as a microbiology means it is a branch of science deals with the study of microorganism, that is called as a microbiology. It is a 2-mark question. Next, occurrence. It occur in the air, water, land as well as the soil. Water means it may be ponds, lakes or oceans. Adverse conditions, it is also occur in the adverse conditions. Adverse conditions means the climatic conditions in that places are not suitable for the living organism to survive. That is called as a adverse conditions. In the conditions also the plants will be, the organism will be alive. And next one is called as a active and as well as the inactive. When the conditions are favorable, the microorganism is the active, and when the conditions are unfavorable, the microorganisms are inactive. There are the 5 types of the microorganism. One is called viruses, second one is called bacteria, and third one is called fungi, fourth one is called algae, and fifth one is called protozoa. First, we discuss about the viruses. This is the structure of viruses. The viruses having their genetic material as well as the protein. Genetic material means nothing but it is a RNA and DNA, that is called as a genetic material, and it is intermediate between the living and non-living characteristics. And in Latin word, virus means poison. Virus means poisons. What is a virology means? The branch of science deals with the study of virus. It is called virology. It is a 10,000. It is a thousand. It is a 10,000 times. 10,000 times smaller than the bacteria, and they having the different shape, that is a rod shape, spherical shape and other types. Viral structure, it is a DNA or RNA as a protein. It is covered by the protein coat, and the protein coat is covered by is called as a envelope. This envelope is made up of the proteins, lipids as well as the carbohydrates, and it having the spikes. This one is called as a spike. And what is the usage of the spike means to attach with the host. To attach with the host. To attach with the host means it mainly depend on the other organism. Mainly depend on the other organism. So it mainly depend on the other organ. So the spike is useful to attach with their host. The spike is made up of their glycoprotein. And the viruses having the already told that it is intermediate between the living as well as the non-living characteristics. So having the both the living as well as the non-living characteristics. Before that, able to see the different shape of the viral. This is a polyhedral shape, spherical shape, this is a complex shape, and this one is called as a helical shape. The living characteristics. Living characteristics means it is a response to the chemicals as well as the radiations, and it is they able to reproduce or multiply inside their host, and it is a irritability. Irritability means showing the some of the Features. In Tamil, it is called as a erichal. It shows the irritability also. These are the living characteristics of viruses. The next one is called as a non-living characteristics. Non-living characteristics means this is inactive. This is the inactive while it was present outside of their host, and it may be a crystallized means it will be stored for the many years. After that, it will be once enter into the host, it become the living things, that is called as a crystallized. And the cytoplasm, the the metabolic machinery called cytoplasm is absent. These are the non-living characteristics of the viruses. Up to the viruses will be over. In that viruses, simply we want to know about the definitions and what are the types based on the living and non-living things. Okay. The next one is called as a bacteria. It is a belongs to prokaryotic. Based on the presence of the nucleus inside the cells are absent, it is classified into prokaryotics. If it is a prokaryotics means there is no nucleus inside the cells. This is the bacteria cells. You see that here any parts the nucleus is present, there is no nucleus parts and all present, so only it is called as a prokaryotic. It is a monera. It is the monera. Monera means it is there are the Whitaker kingdom classification classified into organism into 5 types. The monera is the one type. And the bacteriology, it is a study of the bacteria, so only it is called as a bacteriology. And size is the vary from 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. There are the two types, aerobic as well as the anaerobic. Aerobic means they utilize the oxygen, that is called as a aerobic. Anaerobic means they never utilize their oxygen, so only it is called as a anaerobic. And cell structure, having the nuclear material and cell organelles are absent. Cell organelles means endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, these are all absent. And protein synthesis occur by the presence of 70S ribosomes. 70S ribosomes. And based on the S shape, it is classified into 3 types: Bacillus, Spirillum, and third one is called as a cocci. Bacillus means normally it is a rod-shaped bacteria, that is called as a Bacillus. Example: Bacillus anthracis. And Spirillum, spiral-shaped bacteria, that is called as a Anthracis. That is called as a spirillum. It is example for the year. Bacillus means Bacillus anthracis, and example for the year spirillum Helicobacter pylori. The third type is called as a cocci. In that cocci, it may be a spherical or ball shaped. Spherical or ball shaped, that is called as a cocci. If it is a pair means diplococci. If it is a chain means that is called as a streptococcus. Example for the cocci, that is called as a streptococcus is an example for cocci shaped bacteria. Next, the bacteria are classified on the basis of the presence of flagella. Presence of the flagella. It is classified into how many types? 6 types. It is classified into 5 types. One is a monotrichous, second one is called as a lophotrichous, third one is called as a amphitrichous, fourth one is called as a peritrichous, and fifth one is called as a otrichous. 5 types. The flagella are classified into 5 types. Monotrichous means the flagella present, single flagella present in the one end, that is called as a monotrichous. Next one is called as a lophotrichous, a tuft of flagella, a bundle of flagella or tuft of flagella present on the single end, that is called as a lophotrichous. And peritrichous, here they not give the year. This one is called as amphitrichous. Amphitrichous means the flagella present on both the end, that is called as an amphitrichous. And peritrichous means flagella which was present all over the body, that is called as a peritrichous. Otrichous they didn't give. Otrichous means without the flagella, that is called as a otrichous. For example, for monotrichous Vibrio cholerae, for lophotrichous Pseudomonas, amphitrichous Rhodospirillum, and peritrichous E. coli, and otrichous Corynebacterium is the example for the otrichous. So the E. coli is also coming under the symbiotic association. Symbiotic association means both the organism will be benefit, that is called as a symbiotic, and based on the nutrition it is classified into three types: photosynthetic bacteria, chemosynthetic bacteria, and symbiotic association. Photosynthetic bacteria means nothing but with the help of the example cyanobacteria, where it produces their food with the help of the energy getting from the sun, so only it is called as a photosynthetic bacteria. Next, chemosynthetic bacteria, it obtains the air food from their chemicals ammonium and hydrogen sulfide. It does not depend on the sun, so only it is called as a chemosynthetic bacteria. And third one is called as a symbiotic association. E. coli is the symbiotic example for symbiotic association because a mutually benefit. It is present in the intestine of their human beings, so only called as a symbiotic association. This is the bacteria classified based on the presence of flagella as well as the uptake of the food materials. Okay, the remaining things, what are they? The fungi, the algae, and protozoa. These are the things we are seeing in the next videos. Only 13 to 15 questions will be asked, maybe a one word only. So go through their book. If you have any doubt means you contact me. Okay, thank you.